Hello everybody, welcome back to Rosie TV. I'm your host Alex Haboob, and today I'm going to be giving you my 10 bold predictions for world football in 2017. Now I already know it's mid-January, but it's still early on in the year, so I think it's still appropriate to make this video. And if you have any bold predictions of your own for 2017, don't be afraid to put it in the comment section below. Okay, so my first bold prediction is that Arsenal will not finish inside of the top 4. Now, right now they're second place, but I really don't think that's going to last. This is the most competitive Premier League title race in years, and I firmly believe that both Tottenham and Liverpool are almost guaranteed a top 4 spot, and Manchester City, who are in 5th place currently, under Pep Guardiola, I really just don't see them finishing outside of the top 4. Maybe just me being naive because I've never seen Pep Guardiola finish 5th place with a team. Always at Barcelona and Bayern Munich, he finishes close to the top, either 1st or 2nd. So I do think Manchester City are going to secure 4th, which means Arsenal are going to miss out on Champions League football. Obviously, the reason this is bold is because Wenger is so consistent at making the Champions League. I mean, now he's made it for over a decade in a row. But at the same time, Liverpool's attack has worked wonders for them this year. Pochettino at Spurs has created such a great balance within that squad, especially also with their great defense as well. And Manchester City, they haven't hit full gear yet, and when they do, I think it's going to be scary for every other Premier League team. I could very well be wrong here, and Arsene Wenger could finish 2nd place and prove me completely wrong. But as for right now, I'm going to say Wenger finishes 5th place. Arsenal miss out on Champions League football for the first time in a long time. My second bold prediction is that Sevilla will make the Champions League semi-finals. They've been absolutely fantastic this year. Jorge Sampaoli has had them playing fantastic football, this aggressive pressing style. They're even competitive in the league, challenging both Barcelona and Real Madrid. They're even over Barcelona currently, and they ended Real Madrid's 40-game unbeaten streak as well. I think they're going to breeze through the game against Leicester in the round of 16, and as long as they get a semi-favorable draw in the quarterfinals, I think they will make it to the semis. I do think they can beat most of those teams. If they meet up with a team like Juve, I think they could eliminate them. A team like Dortmund, they could eliminate them. And they could even take it to a team like Barcelona as well. My third bold prediction is that Monaco are going to knock out Manchester City from the round of 16. Monaco, similar to Sevilla, have been fantastic this season. They have the most goals in Europe's top 5 leagues. And they have wonderful talent all over the pitch. A lot of their talent has been linked with bigger clubs in the Premier League, such as Bernardo Silva, Bakayoko, Fabinho. I do think they're going to overpower Manchester City, which will cause Manchester City to focus on the league, which also ties in with my first bold prediction that Arsenal will finish outside the top 4. I think Manchester City will just put all their eggs in the Premier League and will end up finishing 4th. My fourth bold prediction is that a team outside of Europe's top 5 leagues will end up winning the Europa League. The last team to do it was Porto in 2011, and a lot of the bigger teams in the Europa League this season are doing either well in the league or they prefer to focus on the league. So I see them kind of sitting back a little bit, not taking that as seriously. And I'm looking at teams like Shakhtar Donetsk to maybe surprise people, maybe Fenerbahce, who took it to Manchester United in the group stages, Ajax as well. Sevilla have won it the past 3 years, but since they're not in the tournament this year, I do think we're going to see a surprise, and one of the teams outside the top 5 leagues will end up taking it. My fifth bold prediction is that Portugal will end up winning the 2017 Confederations Cup this summer. Obviously, the favorites are Germany, but I'm not really convinced by them. At Euro 2016, they did make the semis, but I thought France really overpowered them in the semifinals. And throughout the whole tournament, they were consistently solid at the back, but they struggled up top. And Thomas Muller has continuously struggled scoring goals this season. He's had a good season so far, but he hasn't been banging them in like he usually does. Without a consistent goal scorer, I think Germany will struggle, and Fernando Santos will have Portugal playing a very pragmatic style similar to last year's Euro 2016 surprise triumph. All Portugal have to do is just get out of that group stage, and all they have to do is win a semifinal and a final game, and expect them to try to take those games to extra time. I do think Germany is still the favorites, and you could also say Chile and Mexico are good shouts as well, but I'm going to go ahead and say Portugal take this one. My sixth bold prediction is that PSG will end up finishing third in Ligue 1, which will cause Unai Emery to get sacked in the summer. PSG have won Ligue 1 the past 4 years, but they're currently struggling and they're sitting third in the table. While Monaco are top of the league, as I said earlier, most goals in Europe's top 5 leagues this season so far, and Nice sitting at second place with a lot of young talent and good coaching. I think PSG will be dethroned for the Ligue 1 championship, and they'll end up finishing third, and my bet to win it is Monaco, but Nice could pull it out the bag as well, led by Mario Balotelli. My seventh bold prediction is that the transfer record that we saw broken last year will be broken again this year. With talks of Antoine Griezmann moving to Manchester United next summer, I do think Atletico Madrid are going to ask for a lot, especially since they've seen that Manchester United are willing to pay a lot with the $100 million bid for Pogba last year, and I think that Griezmann will end up breaking the transfer record this season. It's also possible that a Chinese team could swoop in and bid some ridiculous amount for some average player. So don't be surprised if Tianjin Quanjin bid £110 million for Daniela Bonera. My eighth bold prediction is that RB Leipzig, who are currently second in the Bundesliga, will end up getting second. Now you could say that's not that bold, but considering the fact that they just got promoted into the top flight and that Dortmund really haven't hit their best just quite yet, I think it's still pretty bold. Leipzig have been fantastic this year, and while Dortmund have still been very good, I don't think Thomas Tuchel really knows his best 11 just quite yet, and I think RB Leipzig are going to end up taking advantage of that and finishing over them this season. My ninth bold prediction is that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will end up winning the European Golden Shoe at the end of the season. That means he will have the most goals in Europe's top 5 leagues. He has to compete with the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Suarez, Cavani, Gonzalo Higuain, but I really think he has what it takes to outscore all of those guys. Ronaldo's goal scoring has taken a little bit of a dip this season. I also don't think Cavani is going to continue scoring at this outrageous rate. Barcelona have Messi, Neymar, and Suarez to score their goals, so I think the goals will be distributed pretty evenly, which leads me to say that I think this is going to be the year that Aubameyang really steps it up. My final bold prediction is that Colombia are going to fail to qualify for the 2018 World Cup. They're currently outside of the World Cup spots at 6th place, and they have struggled through qualification thus far. Argentina are 1 point above them, and they've struggled as well, but I really don't see a team with Lionel Messi not making the World Cup, so I'm going to go ahead and say Colombia are going to be the ones to lose out. Their defense has been absolutely shambolic, conceding 15 goals in 12 games, and their attack hasn't really stepped it up for them just quite yet. I think it would be a real shame if they didn't make the World Cup, especially since the last World Cup they were definitely the funnest team to watch, with James Rodriguez and Juan Cuadrado leading the line. But they just haven't been good enough, so I don't think they're going to end up making the World Cup. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my 10 bold predictions for world football in 2017. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about my bold predictions. Are they a little too crazy? Maybe they're not that bold at all. Also, please leave suggestions for any future football video you want me to make. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. And thank you for watching Rose TV.